Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Practical Prosperity Podcast. This is an almost weekly show built for people coming into the real world. So, whether that's out of high school or just graduating college, this podcast is primarily made for you. My name is Cole Jensen, and by my side, I've got my co host and good friends Alec Eisman and Nick Overbeek. And our goal is to give down to earth advice to young adults through conversation and stories. So, whether it's how to lease an apartment, making your first investment, or starting your own business, we've got you covered. The ultimate goal is to help people live a financially free and fulfilling life. We are available anywhere you listen to podcasts, and we're also on YouTube in a more exciting video format, so be sure to check that out. All right, Happy New Year to you folks, you fellas. 2021. I don't think any of us really
Yep.
miss 2020. It was like, I don't know, I looked back on it and I kind of did my whole reflection thing, and there was definitely some fun times, but it was just kind of like I don't know, it's just a weird year, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
just
So,
there's dull parts and then there's exciting parts, but there's a lot more dull in there than exciting.
definitely. Especially when there was like the true like early lockdown stuff. But hopefully, this year I don't know, there's like that new strain of course, but hopefully that's
God.
nothing. I know, hopefully that's like nothing too bad. But I don't know, it's
2020
like
was a good year for me though. I like 2020 for the most part. I mean, a
yeah.
lot of it was shit, but like, yeah, there was. I mean, when I look back at it, like, I graduated from college,
Oh
I
yeah.
got a job, and I
Oh
started
yeah.
investing, and I don't know. There was like a
Yeah,
lot of things
yeah,
that
true. I guess you
I
kind
got
of
an apartment.
yeah. I guess you kind
There's a
of
lot that happened in
you really made
2020.
a transformation of like cuz I remember we had the bonfire early on, when was that
He
actually?
always goes back to the bonfire.
That's because
You
like
always
I
go
don't know.
back to the.
That's because like Big Elk there, he was a young motivated elk, and so I don't know
I
that
guess
that
so. Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's where it was like, all right, I was talking to you then, and I was kind of thinking of this podcast, and I don't know, yeah, just talking to you then, I was like, all right, Alec, Nick, and Brady, that could be a crew right there. So,
Yeah.
yep,
That's the Rippers.
yep. But no, I mean,
Yeah.
like that was definitely I feel like because you said before you just kind of liked I don't know you just kind of game and like just do your standard stuff like day to day or week to week, but then you're just like, man, there's
I
got to
still
be
do
more
that
to
shit,
this. Oh
but I
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah, well same.
I got yeah, but I just
Just
do
more,
less of it now.
yeah, just more balance, like a healthy amount, you do a healthy dose.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
feel that.
The one thing that has sucked about 2020 is not being able to work out though. Honestly,
Oh.
like I miss working out because like I don't know, at least in Minnesota. Well, I think you can work out again in like
Mhm.
gyms and shit, but like for a little bit those are closed down and everything, and
Mhm.
or you like had to wear a mask at them or something. Like I don't know if Lifetimes did that, but I think the place next to our house is doing that.
You're
That
like
part kind of
you're trying to like run with this shit on, dude. Yeah, right.
yeah. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't really know how it feels, but I can't imagine it's great because like even
No.
just like running out to my car sometimes, like
Yeah.
I lose my breath because I'm out of shape now. But
Yeah.
like
I guess
even
like
that just like feels awful.
in the summer when I was finishing up school and before I moved to Indiana, I mean, I guess 2020 was a good year overall for me too. It wasn't like, I mean, there's actual people that had like real like struggles, and I don't know, I didn't
Wow,
really get a,
like financially or something.
yeah,
Like
seriously,
a lot
like
of people
people,
lost their jobs and
and some people that have been in their job for like years and have done a really good job for years, and then it's just like, well, we just got to lay you off because of this pandemic. So yeah, no, I didn't have any of that stuff. It was just kind of like I don't know. It was just like meh, I guess. Which I mean, I feel like a lot of people that weren't affected as like brutally were probably just more like meh. But yeah, obviously there was a lot of people that were like it was very sad and unfortunate what they had to go through. But Big
yeah.
Elk had a good
I know
year,
you
everyone.
did have what?
I said, but Big Elk had a good year, everyone. Let's go.
Yeah, I did. So let's go. I know
Yeah.
you had your scared in the because we had another bonfire at
Oh,
your house
there's.
one time,
Yep.
and this was like right when like COVID first hit, and you were worried that you were gonna get like a letter or something from your company,
Yeah. I I
and that was gonna be like sorry, like because of COVID. Like
yeah, and
that
I
would I mean imagine like how different this would be like had that happened. Like
seriously, I know. Oh my god, that would have sucked. Like, I know I was really lucky because all my spring semester and then my summer semester, I was just like kind of chilling because I had my job lined up. And I asked Rolls, and like they sent out an email, and they're like, "There's no plans at this time to cut anything." So it was like, nice. No news is good news.
Solid.
Also, um,
Hmm.
and yeah, I was just lucky because I'm on like U.S. defense, so it's like long government contract type stuff. So yeah, I'm just kind of fortunate the position that I was in. But yeah, I was definitely a concern early on. But I don't know, it'll be one of those things like we'll always look back on like 2020 will be kind of a year that nobody really forgets because it's I don't know, just because of the circumstances. But I don't know, it's nice to have a fresh new year. And it's like cheesy, like I don't really make like New Year's resolutions or anything like that where it's like, oh, for the last 15 years I've been trying to lose pounds, but I don't know, I do good in January and then February comes along and then I just get fat again. So it's like I don't know, there's a lot of people like that, so I'm not huge on that type of thing, but I just like it as I don't know, it's just kind of a fresh slate. It's like a new journey, a new rotation around the sun or orbit around the sun, whatever the fuck you want to say. So I don't know. It's just like it's nice to get kind of reorganized, and I've got like a planner that I use, and I don't know. It's just nice to I don't know. It's just a brand new year. It's just like I don't know. You can't
Yeah.
really plan by like decade, you know. Like it's just like the year is like the max that you can grasp as like a human being.
Yeah. You
Anything
can
be
hope for the future, but
yeah, even a year is long. That's why it's like for me and Dylan for our company Jazz this year, it's like we have like a rough like 2021 goal like overall, but like right now almost all of our planning is just on quarter one. Like because that's the only thing that we can I don't know. It's like manageable because it's only, less than 3 months away. This cat just walked in here, dude. Oh shit.
my
So
cats have just been running around.
June,
They're
what is it?
crazy.
Lane and Junji.
Junji and Lane.
Junji.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. But
They're
anyways,
crazy, dude.
so
But anyways, yeah.
2021. Let's talk a little bit about our goals for this new year, this fresh slate. We're gonna start with Nick Big 101.
I knew you were gonna pick me. I was like having to pull my goals
You
up on
always
my
pick Nick.
docs.
I do not. I was trying to. I don't know. I was just
He always gets thrown under the bus first, I swear.
got to do it.
I haven't said anything so far. So I was like, I know he's gonna pick me. So I was like trying to
Yep.
put my goals up on my phone. I was like, crap.
Yep.
Because I have so many written down. I just want to like,
Oh yeah.
I can't remember them in my head.
Yeah, and you don't have to
Um,
do personal. Like you can just be you can skip over ones if you want, but it's just like kind of some generic ones to get us going.
So I'll mention the one personal slash business. It's kind of a mix. It's gonna be the same thing as yours, Cole, but oh, spoiler alert.
Oh,
But it's buying a duplex.
Hey baby.
I mean, I was in the process of doing that last fall, but then I was just like, I'd rather have some capital saved up. So it's either duplex or just multiple units, triplex, fourplex, whatever. Anything
Yeah.
under 4 units is what I want, other than a single family. So that's one of my goals, and I think that's pretty easily attainable. So I'll mention a couple of them. I won't mention all of them, but I want to be able for real estate. I want to be able to at least average at least one deal a month. So that's closing. Be able to close a deal a month, or just on average over the year. So 12 total over at least. Average at least $10,000 a month in those deals. So those are per deal, and that's just like in revenue. Like that's not like take home, obviously. I want to be able to hire at least one employee to be able to either make cold calls or set up appointments, or kind of a VA just to kind of do multiple tasks for me, so I can have it a little bit more passive and I can focus on money making things. And then at least add 3 rentals to my portfolio. And to be honest, I've thought about this. That can either include or disinclude the duplex. So it depends on wherever, if I live in it, is it worth like whatever, how much will I be paying versus renting the whole thing out altogether, what the cash on cash return is on that. Because I don't want to live in one side when if I rent out both sides, I could be getting 15% or 20%. And if I live in one side, I'm getting 10% for that 1 year or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, it depends on what the numbers look like. But I want at least 3 rentals, around 1,500 a month cash flow by the end of the year, which I think is should be pretty attainable, depending on, especially in this market up here, where I'm at. Each unit's renting for about 14 to 1,500.
Wow.
So a duplex, you're looking at 3,000. So after expenses, but this is cash flow. So after expenses, I'm looking at about 1,500 cash flow. And then for what I'm doing, wholesaling, real estate wise, I'd like to expand into virtual markets once I get more established here in the Twin Cities.
Nice.
So, and that I think I sent that to you, what cities I'm looking at. I'm not going to mention them, but
Indianapolis.
And then, yeah. Indianapolis is a really hot market. There's so many people that go to Indianapolis.
I know, that's one of the things.
Way cheaper.
Yeah, it is. It really is cheap. And one of the things listening to that Bigger Pockets podcast, which I recommend for any viewers, like this is literally.
No.
What?
You don't. No. Okay.
Okay. Well, I don't know why, Alex. Okay, so this is practical prosperity, and like I'm not gonna try to BS you guys, and like, I mean we'll have we can have a pure real estate episode sometime, but I mean I'm just trying to give like legitimate like what I would do advice. So if you do want,
so yeah, if you're trying to get into housing shit,
yeah,
like then yeah,
right.
But it's just okay. The only reason I was laughing about it is because like, we're doing the podcast right now, and you're like, go listen to this podcast.
Hey, honestly, that's full honesty right here, full transparency. After this episode, of course, after this episode, then go listen to the Bigger Pockets Real Estate Podcast. But stick with us now, please.
For at least 30 more minutes.
Yeah, but no, it's funny. So listening to them in their episodes, literally I've only had a handful, but I can tell it's top notch, it's quality, like they know what they're doing. And they've mentioned like Indianapolis in both of mine, and maybe that was just a coincidence, but like yeah, it's like, hey, yeah, that's a good market, and it's like, oh well, that's nice that I'm literally right in Indianapolis then, so it should make my home owning or duplex owning goals for this year and beyond, or like the near future, pretty attainable. So I'll let you continue.
Yeah, no, that's one of the virtual markets I want to go into, because there's so many homes and there's a lot of distressed areas in Indianapolis, so it just makes it a good virtual market. And then my last business goal, which I think everyone could probably put on their list, is get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
A lot of times, and you could put fear there too, but there's a lot of times where there's things I don't want to do, and of course I don't have the cash or to be able to not like put those things off and have like a virtual assistant take care of it, or have another company outsource it or whatever, and just do it myself, just to and I don't like, it's not like I don't want to do it because I'm lazy. It's more of like I'm terrified of doing it. Whatever it is, it's just a daunting task. So just being able to get uncomfortable and just do it, like,
yeah,
don't overthink it, just get it done.
Very nice.
So, yeah, those are my business goals.
Good shit.
I like that.
Alec?
How would the virtual market work? Like, how does that work?
So for wholesaling, so for pretty much what I'm doing, just because this is what I did with e-commerce too, and I was really good at it. It's the marketing part. So I'm really good at being able to market something. So for wholesaling, it's being able to reach out to homeowners that are in distress, whether it be pre-foreclosures or have tax liens on their place, and reach out to them and be like, hey, or do you want to sell your place? And there's even some tired landlords that are just like, yes, like I'm so sick of this tenant. Just, I don't care what you pay for, just give, I want rid of it. And that's when, we come in with it. Well, obviously it's not going to be like $100, but a decent offer to give them. And then we put that under contract, and then, assign it to an investor, which then they take over, and then we assign it. So like, let's say we get the house under, we give the seller $100,000, and then reassign it to an investor for like, let's say 120. We pocket the $20,000. So it's pretty much just finding those deals, because a lot of investors don't have the time. So a good thing is like, let's say Cole is like $100,000, $120,000. He's working a full-time job, 40, sometimes 50 hours a week. He doesn't have the time to be spending not only money, but spending time on trying to find these deals. So then that's when the wholesaler does it full time, finds these deals for investors like Cole or me or whoever, and then buy them up. So that's pretty much the simplified version. But virtual though is pretty much, I'll kind of like what I'm doing now is I partner with another wholesaler in that market. We'll sign like a contract together that will split things 50-50. I'll pay for the marketing. He does the acquisition side and the disposition of assigning it to an investor. So then when I get leads, I send them to him. He follows up with them, and then pretty much it's just that until we get a contract signed and closed. And usually the contract holds us about 45 days after you sign it. So on average, so usually it's that. So because he's being he like if that's usually the person wholesaler is already in Indianapolis. So then I only have to just email him the leads I got. I have like, let's say I have virtual assistants cold calling for me. They send me the leads, the info, and then I forward it to him, and say, hey, here's the leads I got. So then I can pretty much, it's a chess game at that point. I'm able to control all the pawns, like the cold callers are getting the leads. I just have to give them a list to call. And then in return, I get the leads, turn them over.
Nice.
That sounds really boring and whatnot, but yeah, it's pretty intuitive. Like once you start doing anything, really.
Okay.
Yocha.
That's cool.
Yeah,
The chess master there, controlling the pawns and everything.
All right, Big Alec, what do you got for goals?
I'm kind of like you, Cole. I don't really do much goals, but like one of them, and I think I mentioned this on one of the previous podcasts, was that like I wanted to get to a point where I could invest $1,000 each month into like either long-term like ETFs or something that I want to hold on to forever, or just like dabble with some penny stocks or like other stocks that I could make quick cash off of, and just try to mess around, just like try to learn the market a bit more on the stock market. Look at trends, do a lot more research and all of that, because that's one of the things I regret not doing when I first got into investing. I would read books and stuff, but like I wouldn't like that, and they recommended that you would like do your own research in the company and everything, but like in the very beginning I was like, I don't have time for this, like I'm just gonna start buying some things and see what happens. And fucking Clean Spark, I remember I would just regret like not doing my research into it, because like I bought it for $2 and I sold it at $3 because I was like, oh, that's a big profit, like I made like $20 off of it or something. But like it went up to $30 this year, and it's like if I would just held on to that and like known and been like comfortable in the company and everything, like I could have held on to it and made some more money off of it. But yeah, it's going to be a big thing this year, is just doing a lot more research into things, like finding out like what stocks are big, and then doing my own research, finding which ones I'd like to invest in, and just like see what happens, I guess. And the goal is $1,000 each month. So like I was gonna get a nicer car this year, but I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, not get as nice of one, just so I have a little bit more extra money to invest each month, because I do want to make that $1,000 goal to be investing each month. So yeah, and we'll see what happens with that.
Good shit.
I guess.
And then also too, you're starting your full like adult life and career now, aren't you? So that's pretty hype.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that's another goal, I guess, is just to be the best I can in that and try to
for sure
in that too quick.
Yeah, no, that'll be exciting to like, I don't know. Yeah, for like the first time, obviously you had Mystic and stuff, and then you always just had class, but now it's just literally, it's like, all right, collect my paycheck, and then money management essentially.
Oh, I'm so glad I don't have classes anymore.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that shit was so stressful, like working, and because like that's how like I paid for all my colleges. Like I worked whenever I was in school, and I would work between like 24 to 30 hours some weeks, and like just being full-time student and doing that, oh my god, it was stressful sometimes. And that now I can focus all that time on other things, like invest in everything. So yeah, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, that's a beauty.
I think it's gonna be a good year.
Oh hell yeah, I know, I'm excited. So for me, I have like a decent amount of personal ones as well. I'm looking at my list right now, but in terms of like business, so well, I'll start off with one that Nick already mentioned, where it's to buy a duplex. The plan is I'm still like I still have like buy house / condo / duplex on there, because I'm still just like, I don't know, I need to do more research, but the Bigger Pockets podcast, they introduced me to that house hacking term or whatever, and it's like it just sounds crazy. And then they also mentioned it's like that's like for anyone like starting off, where it's like, all right, first thing we recommend you do is like house hack your first home, and like that's like that's like your lead into real estate investing essentially. And so, and basically it's like I would be crazy to not do that. So like I like my privacy and stuff, but I'm really leaning towards some sort of multifamily unit that could rent out the other one or two or three. I don't know how, it would really depend on size and budget and stuff like that. But that's like a main goal for this year, personally wise. I also I've got like some other, yeah, I'm not going to touch on my personal ones. Just all
What
more
about that
finance
business?
related. That's what we're getting to. So for Jas, um, I might change this, but like me and Dylan, fuck, I don't know. It's tricky. It's always just so up in the air, but it'll be, I don't know. So for Jas for quarter one, I'll tell you guys in the podcast, I guess. Like I don't have to get any specifics, but we've already got about 40,000 of revenue lined up for quarter one for Jas. So that's pretty exciting. And so with that, it's like, all right, well, um, let's see if we can do like let's actually hit 100,000 for Jas revenue for the year or something like that. But I think like we could honestly we could try to push it more for like 150,000 in revenue. And obviously that's not profit, so but that is all going to be on the side, and Dylan's still finishing up school and stuff like that. So we've got like a solid start. Like quarter one is busy. It's just after that. But I think I sent you guys a picture of my Jas box that came in for our products. So like, I don't know.
Looks nice.
I just put like the foam and everything in there and packaged away a fermentation and pH monitor. So it's like exciting to actually see it where it's like, oh, that's a unit that could just be shipped. So yeah, we haven't fully decided, but 100 or 150K of revenue, like a legitimate goal. Because like last year we had 88,000 revenue, or I think it was 84, I guess, for Jas, and we didn't make that. Like we didn't hit the goal, and me and Dylan, we evaluated why, but now it's like, all right, well, we got it. We're looking to have a strong start to 2021. Let's just keep that rolling. So that's like really the kind of those are like the big two in terms of investing. Um, just because I don't know everything else, a lot of it's just like personal type goals. But like yeah, for me, it's like all right, just really good with my money management. Like save up a nice chunk, get out of this apartment, house hack, and then have Jas all along that side. So yeah,
It's gonna be a big year, dude.
that's hopefully. So yeah.
And congrats with the business, like getting the deal and everything
Oh, thanks,
for
man.
this first quarter. Like it's legit.
Oh yeah,
It's
thank
cool.
you. Yeah, it's like it is that 40K number is from three different people we're working with slash companies, I guess. So it's just like noise. I
I
don't
thought
know.
it was okay.
Oh,
I
you
thought
just
like
thought it was
one
one?
company was like a big, yeah. I thought it was like
What?
one place that was just like
Oh yeah.
had
No,
this like
one is a good chunk of that. Well, actually, oh shit, I guess maybe it's more like 45K. I don't know. One company is definitely a big chunk of that. It's
okay.
like that insurance pilot project phase 2 that we're doing. But then yeah, there's two others that still contribute a solid amount. Wow, why did my thing get so blurry? Holy shit, dude. So, but yeah, I'll keep you
Dude,
guys posted on that. One of the things actually, I need to just make it live because Dylan needs to get me like the correct link to like autofill it. But we have a mission control demo site where like basically you go to our login portal on our website, and we have like a demo account set up. So it's like it'll just pre-populate and automatically log in. And I don't know. I'll be curious your guys' feedback on that because that's kind of cool. It's kind of some marketing tactic of hey, you can just go on there and you can actually try it out before you buy anything or just kind of see how it works and mess around yourself. So it's kind of exciting.
That's cool.
Yeah. So maybe I'll get you
yeah.
guys that right after this because it's like it's live right now. You just guys would need the link. Um. So
Speaking of marketing, I know you had some interns with you last
Yeah,
year.
and we still have them. So like we didn't have them full time, obviously, because like if me and Dylan aren't even able to do jazz full time, like there's no way they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jaden and Josh, they're still tanking with us. So
Oh, nice.
yee. Jaden, depending on like when he'd get his full time job, because he also just graduated. Um,
Mm.
but Josh has this semester still, so I know he'll definitely be with us, and we want him on the sales side. So like we got him business cards and everything. So we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah.
Yee. So
Hoping Jest goes and takes off this year.
I know. That's what I'm
Goes
hoping too.
crazy.
It's definitely like I don't know. It's a lot of there's like I don't know. It's just my mind's like mush right now. Just like thinking about all the shit I got to do.
Sorry, I'll stop
No,
interrogating you with the
No, you're good.
stuff about.
It's not easy. It's
Yeah.
literally at the beginning. It's not easy. It's like you have an
Yeah.
idea, but like you said, like quarter 1, you like have it planned out. But anything past that is so hard to gauge.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
it just is impossible because you could easily go 10x.
Oh, yeah.
easily. But then you could easily
Not go
do the same as
10x.
last year.
Yeah.
So it's like it's so hard to like
Exactly.
every step is like the right way at the beginning because once you get like scaled up, then it's easier to like zoom out and be like, yeah, this is what I need to do. It's pretty obvious. But like in the
Yeah.
beginning, it's so hard.
I know, and I don't know, it's hard because with our business model, and still there'll be some time. I mean, that's another goal in this year. Probably more like probably after March still, unfortunately, just because of like the timing stuff. But we've got the Jazz YouTube channel set up, but to actually get like videos on there on like how tos and stuff like that, and that's what the demo mission control will really help for. But yeah, just having videos and like explaining like what we do, just like putting more and more content out there is something that's on our agenda, so that's exciting. But even like a podcast sometime or even offline, yeah, if you guys want to like really see in depth like kind of how me and Dylan function for just like get your guys' feedback and thoughts would be interesting.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So but there we go. That's 2021 goals right there. It's pretty solid. I know it should be a good year for all of us, and then I'm hoping that we can get some. Be nice to do some in-person stuff, whether it's like a vacation with our significant others or whatever. Like that'd be really fun. Just look at some good flights. So I've still got my beach background here, dude. Oh, Marco Island was like so nice. It was just such a relaxing. It was just such a relaxing time, and
Is that Florida?
yeah, Marco Island, Florida
Okay.
is where it was. And I don't know, just getting away from the shitty Midwest weather is always a bonus.
Mm.
And it was just a really nice time. And basically it was just another insight into like, yeah, this is like the lifestyle I want to live instead of, well, this is 1 or 2 weeks out of the year. It's like almost all the time would be the goal. So, and even just being able to travel, like I don't necessarily need to live somewhere nice anytime soon. Like it doesn't really matter where home base is, but if you start getting into real estate or if you get vacation rental properties, like I just love all the possibilities thinking towards the future. Like it'd just be so awesome where it's like, oh yeah, we got, I don't know, if you had like a rental property in Florida where it's like, all right, it just makes money, and then a couple weeks out of the year you just get a cheap flight down there and go hang out for a week. Be sweet. Be so sweet. So
yeah,
So sweet.
so sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Very cool.
How
I'm
was
actually leaving to New Orleans tomorrow. Gabby and I are taking a little trip.
Nice.
So,
Hell yeah.
I
Are you guys
figure I should
flying?
do something before I. Yeah, we're flying.
Nice.
Flying Spirit though, dude.
Oh, that's
My
fine.
first time
It's
flying. Okay.
cheaper flights, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But I've never flown. I've only heard of it just not being great. I guess I don't know. Nick, I'm sure you can.
they're a lot better than they
Yeah.
used to be.
Mm.
Are
They
they?
get a lot
Okay.
of flack from way back in the day, but like they're not as bad as people say today.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm just giving them a hard time, I guess. Then
The
I'm
only budget
listening to the
airline.
things from the past.
Yeah, the only budget airline that from my experience recently that I'm not a big fan of is Frontier.
Same.
Like
Oh,
I have Spirit, I would say is like a lot better than Frontier, but Frontier I can't do.
Spirit's
It's,
better than Allegiant too, because I just flew Allegiant down to Florida, and so on the way down there, they board the plane, and we're like about to push off and go take off, and then they're like, "Hey, sorry guys, there's too many planes in the air for air traffic control, so we're gonna have to delay our takeoff time an hour." Everyone's like, "What the fuck? Like, why'd you make us get on the
how do you
plane,
not
dude?"
plan that?
Seriously. And is that a thing, Nick? Like, can they actually like ground planes for that reason? Because
they
that sounded like
can.
a
They
lot
can.
of BS to me.
Well, you're in West Palm Beach, weren't you?
Well, this was taking off from Indy.
Oh, I mean, Indianapolis, I wouldn't expect that. I mean, it
It's
could have
not a
been
big airport.
no, and it could have been VIP movement too. Sometimes they'll do a ground stop for that, but I
Hmm.
think you would have seen, Pence's, that, yeah. So
Right.
it happens, but like that's pretty rare.
Yeah.
So if it happens again on a Allegiant flight, then I'd be like a little skeptical. But yeah,
Yeah, so I know that was where it was like, oh yeah, like they literally boarded the plane. It was clear skies when I was leaving, by the way. There was no like rain or anything. It was just like some bullshit. We're gonna delay you guys an hour. But then they reversed it like 5 minutes later. So everyone's all like furious, and then they're like, actually, we are good to go. And it's like, okay, what kind of bullshit was going on there? Like,
yeah. I mean, the flight I had was coming back from Fort Myers on Sunday. Literally, my dad was the one flying it,
mhm.
and he texts me. He's like, "Dude, you're not gonna be happy about this."
Oh, I
And I'm sitting like, and it was a full flight, by the way, full
yeah,
186 people. So then I was in exit row, and he texts me, he's like, "Dude, you're not gonna like this." And he makes a PA announcement while everyone just got boarded. And it's, by the way, it's 6 in the morning Florida time, so it's 5 a.m. back in Minnesota.
yep.
And he makes the announcement where the PA is like, "Yeah, everyone, just so you know, our labs aren't working. They're not flushing. They're supposed to be dumped last night, but apparently they're not. You know, so we're getting maintenance out here to take a look at it." And then like it lasted a whole hour.
Oh my god.
And during the whole time, people around me are like freaking out. My dad's texting me, "This is such bullshit."
Mhm.
And it turns out that people just never truly dumped
Oh
the
my god.
labs. So like they couldn't flush because they were full.
Yeah.
So then like everyone's blaming the airline while, he was pissed, trying to coordinate everything. And there's
Mhm.
this one dude that's probably like our age, trying to dump labs and just doesn't know how to do it because no one trained him properly.
Right.
Holding up like 200 people for an
Jeez.
hour.
Wait,
So
um, so how did you get like yeah? Because I remember being in Florida as my last day or something like that. I think that's right. And yeah, it was my last day. You came on Saturday, and then you flew out Sunday morning.
yeah, it came out Saturday morning and I landed at like 9:30. And then I was there till 6 a.m. the next day. My dad texted me. He said, "Hey, I have a Fort Myers layover." And it was all it was him flying down there, getting there that Saturday morning, leaving Sunday morning. So he's
Nice.
just like, "Usually I just spend time in a hotel. Do you want to come down with me?" And I said, "Oh yeah, sure." So I
Like
flew
hell
down
yeah.
with him. Yeah, so we rented a car and then we went to Sanibel Island
Nice.
and just relaxed.
Yeah. So at the time I was in West Palm Beach. I was at the airport because my family, um, they all flew Delta and they were all together on the same plane. And I was obviously not going to Minneapolis. I was going to Indy. So my flight was like 4 hours originally after theirs, but then mine got delayed because the plane needed to get de-iced early on. So then it was delayed ever since its first flight that day. So then it got pushed back to like five something, or yeah, I
You
don't
didn't
know.
get home till late that night because I was tracking your flight, and I remember telling you, I'm like, "Dude, your parents are gonna be home, like literally in
Yeah, they
bed by the
were
time you
literally
get home."
like my mom was like, "Hey, we made it back," and I was like, "I'm just taking off." So
God.
yeah, but I remember like Nick was snapping me. Um, or like you're like or all of a sudden you were just in Florida. I was like, what the fuck? Like I didn't know Nick was going to Florida. He was telling me he had nothing planned. So, but
Well, it
now
was so last minute. It was just like my dad texted me, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, like I would love to go." Like, so you were
seriously.
sending me those snaps all week, and I was like, "Yeah, like I want to go." So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, no, exactly. So I don't know. That's just like funny because yeah, you were literally like across the state, just on the west side, and I was on the east side.
Yeah,
saying
I didn't
that.
know if you were flying out of West Palm or if you were flying out of Punta Gorda, because Punta Gorda is just north of Fort Myers. And that's a huge Allegiant base. So I thought that you
Hmm.
might be going there and
Yeah, I
crossing
saw when I
paths.
was looking at the flight radar, I saw a lot of flights going there because I was looking for my. I was like, where the fuck is the one coming to from Indy to here? And then like I finally see it. I'm like, oh okay. And then I'm just kind of like, okay, well maybe I'll go get through security. And then it's like, well wait, why would the fuck would I do that? My plane like just took off from Indy. It's like hour. It's like 2 hours and a half, or what, I forget what it was, but it's like it's 2+ hours before it even gets here. So no, I'm not going through security now. So I was just hanging outside, where it was all warm, like hanging, looking at palm trees and cars going by. It was fun.
Yeah,
Wasn't
West
f-
Palm Beach
Looking
is
at
pretty
palm trees.
small, but
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, no, it was like I don't know, just to be able to travel a bunch and like right now I've got nothing planned for travel, which I don't like. So I'm trying to think of like, all right, well, what's my next move? But that's exciting though that you guys got New Orleans going tomorrow. That'll be fun. How long you
Yeah.
guys going
yeah.
for?
It's either 5 or 6 days.
Oh,
And
nice.
so we have our hotel right in the French Quarter, and we'll just
That's
pretty much
cool.
wake up every morning, start walking the street, find
Nice.
things to do, I guess.
Hell yeah.
It's a very last minute trip, but like
When did you guys
we
plan
figured
this?
this is a good time to like a few weeks ago.
Nice.
It
Oh
has it
yeah,
hasn't
no.
been long.
Well, when do you start up your job?
The 18th. So that's the thing
Okay.
is I wanted to get so like I'll get some like PTO hours when I'm there. I
Yep.
think it's like only like 8 for the year or something. And so it's
Yeah.
like, all right, well, I want to get something in, like I want to squeeze something in right before I start work there.
Yep.
Because I just I don't know how strict they're gonna be with like taking time off and stuff. Like Mystic was all right with that sometimes. So you just couldn't
Yeah.
get like holidays off usually and stuff, but for the most part they're good about getting vacation time. So I just don't know how sure one's gonna be yet. So,
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be fine, but
Right.
yeah, I just wanted to squeeze in a little vacation. I'm gonna make sure
Oh,
to get
for
like a
sure.
COVID test and everything like right when I get back, like have something set up
Right.
because I don't New Orleans. I don't think there's a ton of people this time of year, and that's kind of why we wanted to go. Also, is like
Yeah.
January, like you don't have to like make a reservation for restaurants because like there's so many people going in them and stuff. Because like everything's only 50% capacity right now there,
Right.
so it's like if you would go at like the busiest time of the year, like you would literally have to make a reservation everywhere in order to get in. And it's like
Yeah.
there shouldn't be as many people there this time of year, and I think it's gonna be like 50, 60-degree weather. So at
Mhm.
least a little bit better. It ain't gonna be no Florida, but
Yeah. I'm surprised
it'll be
actually it's
warmer.
that like it's still down there. So I was thinking, I mean, I guess it's on the Gulf, so that's probably why it's not like if you got inland like Louisiana or Texas, it would probably get hotter, I would think. Maybe like low
Mhm.
70s to 80s.
Yeah. I
So,
was told to bring a jacket. I don't
mhm.
know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it'll be
So
warmer than Minnesota, that's for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I don't know, what is it right now? 24 degrees. It's been like just like going between 10 and 30 degrees
What is
here.
it here
So
right now?
And foggy every day.
well, yeah, the fog has been ridiculous actually.
Yeah, the ice
Did,
has been bad at night. It's
that's
like because it's so foggy and in weird spots. Like I don't know where your new apartment is, but like in Northeast, right next to the river, it's super foggy from the river. So then there's like it's almost snowing. But then as soon as you
Mhm.
get into South Minneapolis on 35, like by like 36th Street, it's like dry. It's like
Just
so
completely
weird.
clear.
Yeah, it's completely like
This
clear and it's dry roads, so it's like so hit or miss. You get by the lakes, it's real like super foggy. So it's just
Well, is it foggy by you right now?
yeah. It's not as bad as
Damn.
it has been, but it's still bad.
It's just
Because I
cloudy for
don't
me.
really see. I don't see any. Well,
Dude,
I'm not gonna stand up and look, but
I really
it's
just
been the weather's been weird.
I just hate the lack of sun. Like it was just so nice. Well, we went out to the beach here and there. It was like a 5-10 minute walk. It was probably more like 10 minute walk. But we had like a nice dock that overlooked kind of like this inlet area. You guys probably saw some of my snap stories or whatever. Um, and on the dock, we just brought like the beach chairs down from the pool area down there, and it would like just be nice and sunny. And so just like you just go lay out there, and you're like, oh my god, this feels so nice. But I hate that with the Midwest, you just don't get any. There's like it's so cloudy in the winter, like it's so brown, and there's just like no color. That's
It's
why,
so dark too.
yeah.
Just
Oh
like
yeah.
no sun
It's harsh.
for like
Super
most
like
of it.
just
Yeah.
the one day I was down in Florida, I was just like, oh my god, like just like brought the soul back to life. I was like, this
Seriously.
is so nice. Like
Seriously. I know it's
Yeah,
wild.
Florida's a good vacation spot, but I don't know if I'd ever live there.
See, I'm not like I'd have to look at I'd have to like truly look at where I'd want to live or like spend more time down there cuz like yeah, I've been to all like vacation spots. Every time I've been to Florida on vacation, I've loved it. And they've got no state income tax, so it's kind of like, okay, like they got some stuff going for them and of course like the nice weather. They're like the warmest state year round, I'm pretty sure. Maybe other than Hawaii or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Which, by the way, they're having huge flight deals to Hawaii right now.
do they really?
Yeah, $200 round trip per person.
No
Oh yeah,
way.
no. January I heard is the best time to get flights. It doesn't matter what year it is.
Really?
January is the best time to get flights to Hawaii.
Dude. Oh,
It's
Hawaii
insane.
or everywhere?
Like not to like actually fly out there, but to get tickets. Like you can get it in the summer, but it'll always be
Oh.
cheaper in January apparently.
Interesting.
Go on.
I got the email for it, and I told us, I'm like, we should do it, and then we just decided not to. But it's
Yeah.
just like, oh my god,
Ah,
I mean, it's 9. So get this, I timed it too because the reason we didn't go is because like she won't be able to get the time off, and it takes so long to get there. I
yeah.
didn't realize how long it takes to get there. I mean, we have to go from here to Chicago, and in Chicago, you can go direct here, but it's way too much. But you have to go from Chicago, and in Chicago direct, it's 9.5 hours.
Wow.
So they give you an idea how like actual far that is. You can go to Rome, Italy,
Wow.
for the same. I actually looked at the two flights to see like what their en route time was. It was a minute different.
Wow.
So you could either go to Rome or you go to Hawaii. Like
I'd
they're
probably
same
still go to Hawaii.
time.
I'm torn. I don't know which one I'd pick.
Yeah.
Hawaii right now sounds nice though.
Yeah, I know that's where it's like super biased when it's all cold and shitty. It's like definitely Hawaii.
You
Yeah,
don't need a
definitely.
passport.
Yeah. God, Hawaii would be sweet. That's definitely on a goal vacation. Yeah, I just like I mean that's the whole point of this like I don't know, the podcast of like the journey to practical prosperity or the journey to prosperity, I guess, and like fulfilling life is like I would love to just
Sorry, I caught that. I just wanted to laugh at it.
but like I don't know, just be
Okay.
okay, everybody loves traveling. It's like the joke. I don't know if you guys ever saw like the Filthy Frank where he's like, "Oh my god, you're a wanderlust. No fucking way. Everybody loves traveling. Oh my god, you're so unique." But it's like yeah, I would love to just travel all the time. Just like a week in Florida, a week in Hawaii, week in Rome, just like hanging out, just like I don't know, experiencing like life at its fullest. But obviously that takes a lot of money, so here we are.
But right now though, right now it's pretty amazing how cheap everything is.
Damn, I might have to start looking at some flights then, dude.
I
Because
think like
yeah, just the one recommendation I'll give is go to because there's so many apps nowadays that you can like check for deals.
Yeah,
But if you go to Google Flights and
yeah.
go to their explore page, like so just and pick anywhere on the map. Literally, it'll give you the cheapest deals for it'll show you a weekend, 1 week, or 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Then it gives you like Alyssa was looking, her and her friends were looking to go to Phoenix, and it's $60 from here round trip.
Wow, dude, what?
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So
That is
and it's on
wild.
Spirit, of course, but still, like if you just wanted to get away, you know, as long as you pack a small bag that can fit under the seat in front of you,
Mhm.
like that's a really good.
Mhm.
I mean, $60.
Dude, oh my, see
You're
that's
gonna
what I
spend
need to
more money
find.
on food.
Literally.
exactly.
I need to
Like,
find those deals,
food
dude,
and
because
drink.
then I'm gonna take me and Lizzie. We'll do a $60 trip to frickin' Arizona, man. That would be sweet. God, it's always more expensive though, probably just because of the Indy airport. It's just doesn't service as much.
I was
So
just about to say, but you have a lot of budget airlines that fly into there, so you might have some that
yeah,
fly.
I know. Yeah, Allegiant wasn't like okay, so they had the canceled delay, and then it was an hour delay on my way back. Their seats suck. Wow, dude! Like I didn't know you could make airline seats so lame. Like you're just like in a, it's like a bucket. I don't know. It's just like not comfy. Like I feel like 3 hours max on an Allegiant flight. Seriously,
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was my Allegiant flight was like literally half what it would have been if I flew Delta. Which like my mom was like, oh, how about these Delta flights? I'm like, if you're concerned about me like getting more like close quarters with more people, why would you want me to do Delta when it's like all that's available is like there's flights with one stop on all the Delta ones, and they were all literally like $800, and I was like, how about this Allegiant one that's like 330? She was like, I don't know. And then eventually she was like, okay, yeah, that actually is a good, like, that is a good one you should do. And it gets in a good time. I'm like, that's what I've been saying. So, but yeah, so I ended up doing Allegiant and it worked out. And I think I've done Spirit a couple of times and yeah, it was fine. I think there's better seats than on Allegiant. So, and dude,
Spirits, yeah.
you're going away, getting a little vacation there. So yeah,
You can't be picky when they're so cheap.
no,
Like
Exactly.
the ones there was $60. I mean, come on.
yeah.
Doesn't matter what you fly.
How much did you guys get flights for New Orleans?
So we got a package that was for the hotel and the flights, and
Oh,
like
nice.
for the 5 or 6 day stay and the flight there and back, it was I think a little less than $500.
Nice.
So
Well, that's a good deal.
yeah,
Seriously, is that
Yeah.
per person?
because we're in the French Quarter and everything too. Because like usually I think the hotels are kind of expensive there, but we're just going at a good time
Yeah.
of year.
Is
so,
was that per person or is that like for both of you?
for both of us?
Oh wow, yeah,
so yeah,
that's a nice weekend getaway then, or week getaway. I
yeah,
guess.
right. I would say like this, like we're probably gonna do a lot of drinking there. Like Abby just turned 21
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything, and it's
Yep.
like we're probably gonna spend a lot of money on food and drinks. Like
Yep.
it might be more. Well, that might be an exaggeration, but like I can see like 5 or 6 days, like around $250 in food.
Oh,
and drinks.
for
Like,
sure.
It'll add up. It can add up quick.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I think that's just like weird though. Like I don't know, going on vacation to pass with parents or something. It's like you don't really think of those things, but like
Yeah,
the flights are only half of it, and like the fact that like you're gonna spend as much as like the flight now, it's kind of crazy.
yeah,
Like for
definitely.
how cheap everything is.
Yeah, I'd be curious. Like, it'd be all fun to do a practical prosperity cruise, which I know that's like probably a stretch for 2021. But dude, that would be a blast.
Are they
Which,
still doing cruises or?
I'm terrified of the ocean.
oh yeah.
And I got okay. I like the cruise ship that we went on that one time, but
Oh,
if you
yeah.
remember, I got severely burned the first day. Like I literally
Oh,
turned into
yeah.
a lobster.
Oh yeah.
And so like it just ruined the rest of the trip. I haven't had a good cruise experience yet. And there was also that really creepy guy who was on it.
Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, no, like,
That would be fun because I bet cruise ships are ridiculously cheap right now.
dude, they are. Well, even before, like, they're honestly not. Oh my god, I think what was the ones I was looking at? It's like, I think it was like a 5 night Bahama cruise, and it was like, well, this was an interior room, so you'd have to get a little bit more for a window or balcony, but interior was like $250 per person for the week, for like a 5 night Bahama cruise, dude.
That's food and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I mean, you like obviously if you got the drink package, which you would have. I mean, I would get the drink package for sure, but yeah, man. Like, I don't know. It's just like when it's all inclusive like that, and like you always think like, oh, that's probably like per night on the cruise ship, and it's like, no, that's like the cruise, like per person, like 300 per person for like the week, and you're like, oh, that's a really good deal. So
That'd
you
be
can,
awesome.
if you don't want to do excursions and you just kind of want to hang out, have a chill time, like yeah, cruises cannot be bad.
Oh, that one doesn't do excursions then.
What'd you
You
say?
don't stop any. You don't
Well,
stop anywhere on that
no,
one.
they do, but you don't have to do excursions. Like you don't have to spend
Oh,
$70 a
the extra
person to
money.
go
Yeah.
snorkeling or something
Ride
like
a
that.
dolphin.
Yeah. Didn't Amber do that?
I did it too, dude.
Really? Oh my god.
And yeah,
It's probably
it was
like
actually. I
150
mean,
a
it was
person.
weird. Yeah. Oh, dude, they're trying to charge like $100 for a photograph too.
Wow.
Like they had like professional photographers like taking pictures here, and like they were like that great at photos though. Like it wasn't like blow me out of the water. I'm gonna pay $100 for this shit.
$100 for a photograph, dude.
Yeah, they're trying to milk tourists.
That's
there.
an old thing, dude. You can't get by with that anymore. Like everyone's got a smartphone. How dare you like try to charge for photo? Even like the stupid like roller coasters, like, oh, you want your picture, and it's like it's gonna be $30. It's like, I'm gonna snag a pic quick while you're not looking on the screen.
I was just about to say that. I remember when we would do that, like the wild thing was.
Oh,
like
yeah.
You walk in after, and they like had the gift shop, and they had all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's so easy. You just take your phone out.
Oh,
take a
so
photo, walk
easy,
out.
so easy. And
It's
like,
so-
as a previous employee of Valley Fair, same with you, Alec. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know, the employees are
Fuck
probably
that
like, who fucking cares? The supervisors are probably like, yeah, hey, try to stop people from doing that. But at the end of the day, they're like, dude, how are you gonna stop people, especially in today's day? There's no way.
Yeah. And people can make up any excuse in the world to be like, "Oh, I'm not taking a picture.
Well,
I'm
and
just
if you,
checking my emails."
yeah. And if you did take a picture, and if they were like, "Hey, you need to like delete that," like if you just run away, like, or even walk away, are they gonna chase you? Are they really gonna chase
No.
you? No,
No, they ain't get no.
they ain't
It would
doing
be
I
shit.
won't chase anybody there.
Yeah.
It'd be smart for them to do something where you scan a QR code, and then like you quick have your photo, like
Mhm.
and kind of scroll for whatever ride you're on, quick get your photo, because
Mhm.
you know what they're gonna do. They're gonna post on social media,
Mhm.
and what other people are gonna see. They're like, oh, they're at Valley Fair riding a wild thing. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Literally free advertising. So
Seriously.
why would you charge people for free advertising?
Valley
they don't.
Fair, hire Nick Beak. Give him 200,000 a year.
Dude, that's not how Valley Fair thinks. I don't think, man.
No, dude, I don't know
They
what the
just
fuck. I don't
they're
know what the
so
fuck they
cheap.
were thinking this year because like they couldn't do nothing. Like I think they
Yeah.
didn't hire any. They probably kept their like full-time people that work throughout the year, and then other than that, they were just like, well, we're just gonna do nothing or maintenance or whatever. Like
Yeah.
they got the rip, dude. Valley
I haven't
Fair,
been there since we worked there. Like I've hated that place since.
really?
Like I have great like childhood memories of it, but after I worked there, I was like, this place made me miserable. Fuck this place. I go
Yeah,
back. I would totally go back for Valley Scare though, because I remember that being kind of fun.
that's the only thing I went
But
back for was Valley Scare. Yeah, Valley Scare was a
yeah.
good time always. Yeah,
Mhm.
Have you guys ever been to Cedar Point?
no.
Like the big, it's the ones. Well, Cedar Fair owns like all those parks, but Cedar Point's like the big ultimate like park.
Where's that in again? Is that Ohio?
Yeah, Sandusky, Ohio, on an island. It's literally on its own island by itself.
Wow, that's
That's
nuts.
ridiculous.
So it's about a 10-hour drive from Minneapolis. It's really close to you, Cole. If you
Yeah,
want.
seriously, if you want to go, let me know.
Yeah, I'll just fly in like Cleveland or something. You can just pick me up, or Indy, and then I just ride along with you.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little day trip. Yeah, no, I've never been there. Wasn't that we were talking about in high school doing a like guys trip out there?
I've still been trying to get a group trip to go out there, but everyone's like, oh, it's just riding roller coaster, such a kid thing. And I'm like, they literally have a barbecue and brew like
Yeah,
event going on like the
you
week.
get sloshed and then go on a roller coaster.
Yeah, and just
Oh
puke
my
everywhere.
Seriously, dude, after like a hefty IPA, that would be gross. Oh my
First
god.
out.
Oh yeah. IPA would be the worst. Dude.
It's like a triple. You know how like fucking brewers are nuts, so they're always like, "Oh, IPA, that's not enough. Double IPA." And then it's like double Dunkel,
Dude, double
like triple
IPAs are
IPA.
so smooth though. Honestly.
Dude, they're hefty to me,
Like,
man. Holy
Are you
crap.
serious? Okay, maybe you're drinking the wrong double IPAs then, because some of them are like like they're smoother than just a regular IPA.
Really? Oh man, I don't know. So many IPAs, I just like. Oh, it's just like this. You get this large glass, and it's just a unit to drink that whole thing, dude. It's like it's a lot, and there are a lot more calories than you'd think.
Dylan's bringing double IPAs, and he actually got a quadruple IPA that he's bringing. We're going snowboarding this Friday at Afton Alps. So he's like, yeah, I want to bring the quadruple IPA, and we'll drink it when we're on the mountain.
Wait, you guys are going there tomorrow?
We're going on Friday.
Oh, Friday, nice.
So it's like me, him. Doug was supposed to go, but then bailed out, and then
Yeah.
one of Dylan's friends from, Dylan's girlfriend's friend. So
Oh, okay, nice.
yeah, so this can be a good time. But yeah, he's like, yeah, we're gonna get hot dogs because all the Shelley's closed. So
Oh,
I mean,
really?
I don't know if it opens on Monday or not, because that's when like the interior restaurants and everything open.
Oh,
So I
okay.
don't know, Afton might be a bit more strict, but we're just gonna tailgate.
Afton
Yeah,
could also kind of be like. They could also be in the realm of like, we're out in Hastings, you know, we're just kind of doing our thing over here.
We're almost in Wisconsin.
Seriously. Yeah. I think last
We
time
got
I
pretty
went.
beat up last time.
Dude, we did. Oh my god, it was that one jump. Me and Alec, like,
I
we
feel
hit
like my
that.
tailbone still hasn't recovered.
Dude, we did not hit that jump right at all. Like, it's you're supposed to go up like and then go off to one of the sides and then you kind of land it.
Yeah.
Me and Alec just hit it straight on and like it was literally
Okay,
like landing on fucking brick.
What's stupid is though
Bad.
is that didn't you go after me, Cole? Like, did you not see what happened to me when I
Yeah, dude.
Because I just went straight up and then straight on my ass, and then like I saw you approaching like at light speed, and I was like, okay, I gotta like get out of the way here. You just did the same thing. I was like,
Yeah. Except I landed on my like chest and like chest and head. I remember like I had my helmet on, but I was like, holy fuck, like ow, that hurt.
It was brutal.
It was. It was
hurt
cold as
so
shit.
bad, dude. And then I fell on my ass later, like the run like right before you lost your phone, just to
Yep.
make the day worse. Like, no, it was a good time though.
Yeah,
But
it
like,
was fun. It was
you
fun.
lost your phone. I broke my tailbone or something. I don't know. Like, I would feel it, and I thought it was like inverted. I was like, what the? Like, I swear this was like poking out further last week. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't check your tailbones every once in a while.
Can't say I do.
Anyways, like, it didn't feel right though, man. It definitely
Yeah.
did not feel right.
No, I miss snowboarding. Like, I think I sold all my stuff too because I moved here, and it's like, dude, Indiana's real flat. Like, I think you have to go up to Michigan if you want to do like any sort of skiing or snowboarding. It's not a common thing here. So I'm like, why would I keep my stuff? So sold it, made some money. But I miss it though. It was always always a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So
I know.
you sold all your gear?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
That's what I did with mine too. I sold it. I played Against Sports and got a consignment for it.
nice.
So, but no, Dylan and I were talking because we're gonna start trying to go every once in a while, and then for not this winter, but this winter of 2021 and 2022,
Yeah.
going to Colorado.
Nice.
So for anyone interested in that, we were like just gonna rent
yeah.
a big Airbnb or something and just go out there, like fly out there and rent a car or a van probably because we bring a lot of people and just go.
Nice.
That'd be awesome. I'd love to do that, but it'd be like, I don't know. I got to get Lizzie more accustomed to skiing or snowboarding before she would be, because like I know Alec with Gabby's like the same way. Because
Yeah.
we went to Highland that one time, and it was like,
They
thankfully
didn't
they
want
just
to.
let us go rip because we wanted to just like shred down the easy hills that they have there, and then they were just like
Yeah.
stuck on the bunny hill, so it's like,
Yeah, I don't think they liked that all that much. But I think Gabby plans on like getting like actual lessons because like look, we didn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
oh
Like
yeah.
we're not the people you go to
Well, it was
ask
like,
about
I don't know about
snowboarding,
you, but it
skiing
was like the
stuff.
first time for me snowboarding in a long time. So it was like,
Yeah.
I was like relearning myself on how to do anything. It's cool
This
now
was
though,
after we
because
went to Afton, but yeah,
this was after.
this was after Afton. I was pretty sure. Was it
No, we
not?
went to Afton after because remember we felt like we
Oh.
didn't get enough time where it was like, hey man, like how about we go to
Oh,
Afton
okay.
and like actually get some
Yeah.
shredding going, yeah. So yeah, no, that was fun though. Forget there was something I was gonna say, but I forgot. Oh,
You were talking about Colorado before. I don't know if that brings up anything.
dude,
I got a friend who lives out in Colorado now, though, which is like awesome. I can just like stay with him, and he's
Yeah.
close to. I think he's like 2 hours away from like the nearest one, so like it's a bit of a drive, but like that's really not that bad.
Yeah. That's Dan's living out there too. Dude, Dan, we should get on the podcast.
Nice.
That'd be fun.
There you go.
Talk to him. I visited him a year ago. I
Yeah.
haven't talked to him since.
I think he's in a house now. It's a pretty solid house, and they've like he lives in a cool area, like for sure. It looks like a really nice area he's in. And
Yeah.
yeah, I last talked to him just like over Discord. And then like I don't know, I like never computer games, so yeah, usually he's been on there though. But yeah, he was doing good. He's still
Well,
Dan.
I'll be in Colorado. I'm leaving the 17th to the 21st, some Sunday to Thursday.
Of what day?
This upcoming, so it'll be a week from today I leave.
Wait,
and then I come back the following Thursday.
Wait, so this Friday you're going? Oh, I thought you were
this upcoming, so a week from today I leave for Colorado.
Oh. Wait, so you're going snowboarding or skiing Friday still?
Yeah,
With
so
Dylan
I go to
here.
Afton and Alps on Friday.
Yeah, okay.
And then on Saturday I'll be here, and then Sunday I don't leave until like 4:30.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, because it would be cool. I was thinking about like reaching out to Dan, and I was like, God, I haven't talked to him in forever.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I want to be like, oh yeah, hey, what's up? And
Yeah,
plus, I'm
really.
taking care of my grandma. I'm literally there to take care of my grandma. So it's like,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
leave
I
her
got
and
you.
be like, I'm gonna go hang out with my friend's grandma.
Going hanging out with Dan Der Man.
Go skiing with my friend's grandma.
Yep. Yeah, dude, that sucked losing my phone. I was like super rattled, and then I got it back though because it was like I don't know, it was just annoying. It was so.
I was
annoying.
just like, well, how much is that phone worth? Just leave it behind. It ain't worth. It ain't worth going back for.
I just
But it was. You did drive back out there and grab it.
Yeah, I know. It was not a fun drive. Luckily, like my mom came with. She was like, "I'll go," and I was like, "Okay," because like, yeah, I don't know. It was just like it was annoying. I didn't want to. I don't know. I just didn't want to get like. I knew I was due for a new phone, which I ended up getting once I moved to Indy. But like, I just didn't want a new phone like that early on because I was like, yeah, this phone like. I'll once I I move to Indy and I get my new job all started up, then I'll get a new phone. So it was like I don't know. It was just like it was too early. It was unplanned. I was like, God damn it! Now I have to like fucking I have to get a
Yeah.
new phone and I lost all my photos and all this shit. But then it was like, all right, sweet. Someone ended up turning it in. So
I hate that because like phones are like one thing I do not care about like getting a new one every year. Like I'm gonna keep using this one until it dies. The old Pixel 2. Like it has a lot of problems now. Like it's not charging right and everything. Like sometimes it just doesn't charge at all.
yeah,
But like other than that, this is the only phone that I've had that is like been halfway decent after 2 years. I've had it for 3
yeah.
now. So
I know mine right now has got a really solid camera and night sight because it's the Pixel 4a, and it's gonna get like 3 years of guaranteed updates too from Google. So I'm like, oh dude, that's beautiful.
yeah.
But yeah, it's the budget one. I don't know. I don't know. I just the flagship phones I've gotten before, and I've never liked them as much, honestly. Like all I care about really is like a good camera, good battery life, and like I don't really do much on my phone, so it's just like I just want it to be like I don't know, just good.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be stellar or anything. So, all right, boys, should we close the podcast here?
We probably should. I think we
Yeah,
went off
hour
a
episode, but
little
that's
bit.
fine. Yeah, this episode literally was like
It's gonna
purely
be a
for
long
us.
one.
Well, long, and it was like we basically had nothing relevant to anyone. But it's fine.
Yeah, we just talked about our investing goals and shit. And
Yeah.
Yeah, now they
to
know
the
how to
house.
go
Hey,
Kickoff.
we recommended a different podcast for people
Yep.
to check out. Hey,
That's right.
we did
I know.
that.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. We will see you next time. Oh, gotta stop the recording.